Sun up on a 2-lane, coffee in a thermos, dust on steel toes. Paint streak on your blue jeans, you smile and say another mile to go. We lay it down, gravel, grace, and gasoline, patching every crack in this old American dream. From busted bridges to the county line, praise the Lord, we're holding things together one stripe at a time. Yeah, praise the Lord, we're holding things together one stripe at a time.
You run a big machine, I'm flagging traffic in this neon vest. Hot wind on the blacktop, we trade a joke, then we do our best. We lay it down, gravel, grace, and gasoline, patching every crack in this old American dream. From busted bridges to the county line, praise the Lord, we're holding things together one stripe at a time. Yeah, praise the Lord, we're holding things together one stripe at a time. When the rain comes hard and the culvert starts to moan, oh, we dig in deeper, 'cause somebody's gotta get home. So we bow our heads right there in the dirt, keep us safe, keep these tires on the earth. We lay it down, gravel, grace, and gasoline, patching every crack in this old American dream. From broken X's to the county line, praise the Lord, we're holding things together one stripe at a time. Yeah, praise the Lord, we're holding things together one stripe at a time.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Roadcraft. I'm HeadX and this is HeadX Roadworks Mark II. We have in there with us right now, we have David and Bobby, and we have a lurker. Love the song, Bobby? Well, thank you very much. So the last time we were here we had VTech with us, and we set up a couple of routes, got them running. One of which is running pretty good, a lot better than I expected, because the first time around I had to pave all of this to get the route to run. VTech did manage to get that one plotted where they are running successfully. That doesn't mean it won't be paved, because, you know, I do like to have them running all on one side of the road so I can drive down the other side of the road. But we have a route that is failed that was set up. And that is this one over here. It's supposed to run up this hill to the radio tower. This is all going to have to get sanded and paved. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, we put a white layer of sand on there. They failed. They failed blatantly, really right around this corner. In fact, we go here, and who knows? Let's try just editing it just a little bit here, and maybe maybe if we give them a slight edit in the route, keep them away from that edge, maybe they'll do okay. So he kind of button hooked them too. You don't need a button hook them. So let's see if we can just edit the route just a little bit and make it do a little bit better. Because if we can do it without sanding it, so much the better. Let's see how that goes. That's the guy we don't really need to spectate. He should do okay. This guy on the other. These are the guys that tend to have issues. Yeah, see? Being Azovs, we gotta pave it. They're just not gonna do it. See, this guy's gonna come, slam into him. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to pave that. Which means we can come back over here, fire this guy back up. I just wish I had a closer spot to get sand. But we don't, so work with what we got. So sound all good, everything sounds good, looks good. I don't know if the new graphics card affects how it looks like, what it looks like on stream or not, but it definitely looks a lot better here on my screen. Alright, why? That should be in the zone. Now I'm in the zone. Close to home, but working. Nice. Everything looks and sounds great. Thank you, Bobby. And we're gonna start to pour from the top. My buddy VTech, he's a bit of a minimalist, you know, the least amount he can get away with to make it work, which is great, but we all know what I like to do. I like nice, big, wide roads, munch eventually. Highway hit. Everybody loves a good highway. How many lanes, guys? Well, we're only going to get so many lanes up this hill. %. I had SnowRunner Season 17. Trying to finish it before going back to Roadcraft. Nice. 73%. That's a pretty reasonable amount there. Lack time to play. Yeah. Needing time is definitely a deciding factor. All right. MJ's videos when life happens. It's hard. Yeah, it's definitely harder when you're playing on your own. You know, things happen, and sometimes you just got to get up and walk away from it. Sam's already trying to be a pest. Dad, I know I was just outside like 10 minutes before you started streaming, but now that you're streaming, now I really want to go out again. He looks at me and says, "Those aren't my exact words, Dad." I don't know, some of that might need more work because I ended up coming out of low gear. Couple more runs. Well, I'm going to stop right here and go head back outside, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Be the last four. And turn that off. Here. Just out of curiosity. Nope, won't let me. Just had to be tried. Probably even though it shows the doors open, it thinks the doors are closed. I still need to go back and watch the beginning portion of MJ's stream for today. Caught the tail end of it, but I gotta watch the beginning so I see his first trip up that hill. Spots going down here that are still fairly thin. MJ did good, real good, nice. I noticed you didn't mention how Andrew and Ian did. For the most part, I think this will be alright. This isn't a road that we really need to travel a whole lot. You know, maybe scrapping some stuff and picking stuff up here. About the only other time we'll be on it. So for the most part, it's just going to be the AI route. Both much better than they get credit for. Oh yeah. Getting there. Remember to unmute my mic? Yes, Streamlabs, I have. Thank you for asking. Anybody that knows me knows if it can get forgotten, I'll forget it. Hey, Steve. Rock spots in the Great Gate. At least it's off to the side of the road now. One of the next things that I want to do is for my ATS. When I'll probably have to get with Tam because he'll be able to walk me through it better. Is I need to edit the config file so I can get the ATS to work with the multiple monitors to have a different thing showing on each monitor. Because I can set it up for the two side monitors to like be house left and right windows and mirrors. Which I think would be very ideal for that game. Maybe one more down the middle, but we'll do that one going downhill. See what it looks like. And no, I did not get into Streamlabs and reset the timers yet. Because I got done streaming last night, and then I spent the next 2.5 hours installing and setting up the new graphics card and power supply, which I could have saved myself probably just about 45 minutes of that work, except when I put everything back together, I neglected to reconnect the reset switch button onto the motherboard. So, got everything done, went to turn it on, and nothing happened. So I had to take everything all the way back apart again so I can reconnect that reset switch. What I'm looking for is to make sure it's not doing any extra digging right now. It should not be digging. Digging, that means it's moving sand, which means it's not level all the way. Game where it's always daylight, that shadow's moving. So it kind of does have a slight day-night cycle. It just doesn't have a nighttime cycle. I don't like the humps on the sides. Portion wasn't too bad. Flat some of these branches just because they exist. I'm able to dig in this area. Need that. Actually telling me I can't pour sand here, or can't mulch here. The roads that are on hills like this, with turns in them, kind of a pain in the neck to get everything perfectly flat. Or if it was a road grader style, or if you could angle the blade left and right, then you could move it all off to one direction, actually fan it across the road. This portion up here is games. Had that game stutter happening the last time too. Oh, what's up with that? Let's see how one more down the middle works. Just trying to have it not create a hump on the side. Not gonna clean that up, is it? Some portions of it's great. But I think for the route that it is, I think we're gonna have to call this thing. Kind of strikes me that we could be up and down this all day long and never get any better. Kind of looked like I created a slight hump right here, though. Maybe a bit of a push. Now we're over. Manual. That's what we're after. Now we need this guy. Definitely requires a modicum of patience. You can tell the areas where I had help with little patience and help with lots of patience. Looking good? Thank you, Steel. Welcome in. How do I like the new hotness? Looking good. It took me a little while to get things completed last night. But after I did, I fired up both the Roadcraft and the Last Caretaker just to give a little look, see how it looked. And man, Last Caretaker, the floors, like, I'm still inside .12 obviously, but the floors in there just gleamed like a freshly waxed floor. Like it had about 12 coats of wax on it. I was like, holy cow, the difference it made. May end up paving this from the top down. See how well it does. It would have been easier if the original power supply actually had the wires labeled which ones they were that they connected to. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to run from the top down. He's going to hang up on everything otherwise. Yeah, you'd think the CPU and the motherboard cables would have ran the same way, but that wasn't the case. The CPU and the PCI cables ran the same route, and the CPU cable went a different way. Yeah, it was just about 2.5 hours in total between switching everything over and getting the monitors set back up in the correct order, that kind of stuff. Thank you. So, I really have no clue on this end of things or not, because the graphics card, I know of course it makes it look way better on my monitors. Does that affect the output of the stream at all? Has that made a big improvement on the stream itself? Yes, because it is the encoder that OBS uses and compresses the video up to YouTube. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I wasn't real sure about that or not. I was just going to say, I think I'm going to have to fold it up and reposition it and start coming down the hill again, but we got free. I was trying to get it to push that rock. Such luck there. Hopefully push that rock out of the way. Pave it in place. But again, this route here is really only going to be traveled by the AI, and if I go up there scrapping. If I mean when. After stream Monday quarterback, today's stream, and you'll see the difference. Okay. Yeah, I just kind of check them, watch them both. Okay. Yeah, I'm not real happy with this intersection. Intersection looks like garbage. Come on. Up the hill. do that a lot to make mental notes where you need to make adjustments for the next stream. Yeah, it drives my boss nuts because sometimes he'll come over and I'll have my phone running with one of my streams pulled up, just running as I'm working, and then I kind of glance at it and try to, as I'm going back and forth, and see if I've got anything I might need to adjust or whatever. I don't always know what I have to adjust, but I can't ever hear any of what I have going on as far as sound or anything, but visually I can see if it looks good or if it's blurry or something like that. And too, I gotta kind of wonder if the graphics card affects the bit rate at all. If maybe the other graphics card might have been heating up, might have been causing the bit rate drop. Is that a possibility? Again, I don't know. I can put stuff together, and, I've built a couple of them, but that don't mean I knew all the ins and outs, what affected what. Before, when I had built a few systems, I just knew what I liked and what I wanted it to look like, because I was doing it for me, and didn't have a clue about streaming or anything, because that was... The last one that I built was, I want to say, 20 years ago. Fighting all over the place. Extra revenue card, faster shipping new card. Yep. The other one was 8 gigs, this is 16 gig. Yeah, so far I haven't seen a single, any kind of a massive drop in the bit rate or anything. Yes, but not that way. If the old card was struggling to keep up, it would prioritize the video game output, and then the OBS would have trouble. Okay. No bottleneck. Okay, good. remember if I had any bare spots up around the curve or not. I think I got them all, but I'm going to go look. I should be able to get the rest of this in one shot going downhill. Yeah. Spot right there. Any more? No. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's why it seemed like the bit rate was always dropping at the same time as it was just starting to get hot at that point in time, causing a problem. Definitely looks way better on my screen, I'll tell you that. And now I've got a card that'll actually last me a while so that newer games and stuff that come out and will still run really good on it. I don't necessarily want to park this guy off the road over here because it's pretty steep drops. And the roller. Uh-oh. Yeah, of course you would come along as I pull out. I know, it's my own fault. I should have looked before pulling out and hit the road. Look both directions. Well, should only have traffic coming from one direction at that. Running YouTube at 1080 and it looks very sharp. Good. Nice. Well, that tells me it was all worthwhile then. Makes things better for you guys and for me. That was the goal. I'm a handsome man? Well, thank you. Now if I can only find some lucky lady to tell me the same thing. They ain't even gotta tell me I'm handsome. You see the grin now? As long as you can't see my rotted teeth, we're good. I was not very kind to my teeth at a younger age. Why do I have no steering? Hang on. My controller seems to need a restart or something. Yeah, my PlayStation controller seems to be having some mental issues. I don't know if I didn't charge last night. Was it charged or what the deal is here? I suddenly lost connection to the Bluetooth. Give me 1 second, I'm trying to get this thing to shut off so I can turn it back on. Okay. Off. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, it seems to have lost connection to the Bluetooth signal. Well, that's great. Alright guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can get this thing to reconnect real quick.
Fields roll out like a painted map. Sunset dripping gold on my old ball cap. The wind in the pine sings a soft soundtrack. 8X gaming will be right back. Creek runs clear where the wild deer drink. Clouds draw pictures that make me think. Every breath I take, it leads me back.
Why were you not back?
Will be right back. So I'm thanking God for the sky and the water, for mountains and sons and daughters, for every bright star in the midnight black. All this beauty shouting, He's alive. Jesus Christ, you open my eyes. While the screen goes dark, my heart stays on track. 8X gaming will be right back.
Ah.
From the cross to the screen, grass under my boots.
And it won't stay turned on.
Good thing whispers your truth. Jesus Christ, you're the reason I laugh.
Change the batteries. It's it's wireless. It's internal battery, but I don't get it. It won't even stay turned on or nothing, even plugged in.
Thanking God for the sky and the water, for mountains and sons and daughters.
Okay, guys. Well, I will have to play with that later. We're going to see how I do the hard way. So we're going to go back and I'm going to try doing this keyboard and mouse style. Good night, Steve. You have yourself a good evening, and we will catch you later. So we're going to have to try this keyboard and mouse style, I'm thinking. Which is fun. Remember the last time I had this problem? Or a similar problem. And for some reason it says it's not connected when it was connected, and Incommunicado. Can I use a lead with the PS5 controller? I have not tried plugging. I think I can. I just would have to find a another cord to plug it into. I don't know if I got another one sitting around here readily available to use or not. I don't have a backup for my backup controller? Nope. I got one backup controller. Yeah, headset's Bluetooth, so I know it's not the Bluetooth on the PC. Just not real sure what's going on here. Yeah, I believe I've used it that way, but ran it wired before. I just gotta find another cable to hook it up to. Have fun tonight. All right, Steve. Again, we'll catch you later, brother. Thanks for stopping in. One is none and two is one. His son says that all the time. One is none and two is one. I don't know what it means, but I like it. Cheap wired one is always handy to throw back up. Yeah. I've got freaking wires all over the place floating around. Remember to unmute your microphone? Yes, I have, Streamlabs. Right. Now, being a pest, Streamlabs, you don't have to be number one all the time. Now that I don't have any new things to install in here, maybe tonight when I get done, I can get into Streamlabs and reset them timers. Somehow. seem to be linking up an awful lot. I get occasionally they'll run into line with each other. It seems to be a little more than occasionally that they're seem to be lining up on one another way too often. Of course, I gotta say this roller is a little easier to control using the keyboard. Nowhere near as squirrely. Sam's getting impatient about coming back in. So when I get to the bottom of the hill, what I'll do is I will stop and I will let him in, and then I will see if I can grab me a cord to get my controller plugged in and working. He's out there hollering at me again. Dad! I currently have my staycation scheduled for May 18th through the 22nd for that particular week. So there may be, depending on the weather, if the weather's nice, I'll be trying to get my leaves and stuff raked up out of the yard. If the weather is crappy, there may be a few early morning streams. Or even opportunities for me to get up and join MJ a little bit. Really about the only opportunity that I have to join them is when I'm on vacation. Turn that on. Okay guys, I will be right back as soon as I let Sam in and find me a wire. Okay, I'm back. And let's see if it'll turn on or not. Don't ask me what in the world Discord is doing over here. What is all of this stuff back to do? Now my headset is on. Alright guys, you have to let me know how sound is because my headset disconnected too and will not reconnect. It's something to do with the Bluetooth that is not functioning properly. So I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, that's what I was just saying. The Bluetooth on the computer seems to be acting up for some reason. And I don't know why. Because once I plugged the controller in, hardwired, then it disconnected. The headset will not reconnect. I don't know. Game audio is good now. Good. What about my audio on the mic? Is that good? So right now they're picking up the microphone, I think, through the controller. I don't know if that's going to be doing much good that way or not. game captures keeps me out there a little bit, so we turn that down some and turn me up a little bit. Yeah, I think what's happening is the game audio is picking up through the same microphone that I am. So it's kind of doubling. I got it turned down on my speakers because I'm trying not to have that happen. But yet I still like to hear the game. You can hear me better now? Good, good, good. Not sure what's going on with the Bluetooth thing. Yeah. Oh, that shouldn't matter because the TV's turned off. Hey, welcome to live content creation. Anything can happen and it does. Absolutely. And technical issues, you gotta deal with them as they come. Technical problems aren't going to come up when you're not doing anything. So. Legends like headaches and keep their cool and get the job done. Well, thank you, Steel. Thank you. You know, way back in the day, I used to get mad about stuff like that. But now it's like, is getting mad and really gonna fix it? No. So, why? It's frustrating, yes. But, just gotta try to resource it, troubleshoot it, move on. Probably have to make another pass through this section. The shadow I can't see if it covered everything or not. Probably a Windows update as it's patch Tuesday. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Well, I've got that one update in there that it keeps telling me that it can't do that update because my Windows 11 PC is not Windows 11 compatible. So that's great. So every time it comes up and tells me that it has an update that it can't install, I just click out of it because, well, good. Don't install it. Stop trying, stop telling me about it. Yeah, you know that's obviously a Windows screwed that one up somehow. Yeah, that would be a Microsoft error. debating about taking a few passes up and down the lumps on the sides. Unable to stand it out. Right back as it typed that. Looked and did have 3 driver updates rebooting your system. Of course. Alright, we'll see you in a minute. Oh, an NVIDIA driver also just released. Alright, well, I'm not sure how to set up. Do those automatically download, or do I gotta go into something to get that going? That's not already. See if we can knock some of this down already. It's kind of hard to see in this spot because of the shadow. Pure total guesswork. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. 'Cause I do know there's some stuff in there you can use for like fine tuning your card and stuff like that. But yeah, it's
the new card's definitely holding up. My bit rate has not dropped yet. Staying right up there where we set it, Steel. Okay. See you in a minute. See, you can get rid of the lumps. That was pretty pronounced before I came down here the last time. Now it's down quite a bit. And dropping off even more. Start after that point right there too. Zip up here. I always leave the roller function going when I'm even just driving it on the roads I've built. Because then it's always compacting and always smoothing and making the road better every time you drive it down. Charlie, hello there. Yeah, see, now it's almost non-existent. I can at least live with that. The other side's still with a little bit. Charlie, I gotta ask, you always type hello in twice, or is there something with your system or YouTube that's sending your messages out twice? Back again. Steel is back. He's back again. Steel is back. Tell your friends. Loading shaders for TLC. Ah. Nice. Just working on getting these ridges on the side so they're not quite so pronounced. Sam says hi. hours on end you can spend perfecting the road. Again, like I said, I'm just trying to make it so these aren't quite so pronounced, and then you know, every time video driver updates, you always allow 5 minutes of loading time. So just watching to press any button screen to play. Yeah. Yeah, when I first set everything up last night, and I turned it on, and because I wanted to see what it looked like on both this and on Caretaker. Well, I jumped into Caretaker, and it's probably 2 minutes after I loaded it in, the game crashed. You know, everything just froze up and stuff. And so I exited it out, I restarted the computer, and then I went back into it again, and then everything was fine. I think it was a matter of it adjusting to the new graphics or something. I don't know. But I did not do what you just suggested and allowed it time to adjust itself before jumping into the game. I just loaded right into the game. I probably should have let it adjust itself. There we go, see? That gets rid of that ridge. Just like the Roadcraft when I first booted into it last night after changing it. Had to redo the shaders, but it tells you that during the loading screen. It doesn't even actually go into the game, so it's loading them all. And you don't get the menu or nothing. It just pops up as it's loading. Recreating shaders. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes for it to do it. Yeah. Because also when I got in there, my boat had no substance. I mean, you can see everything I had on the boat, but you could not see the boat. I was running around on an invisible boat. Yep. That's what I was saying. No, Roadcraft tells you you don't even get the main menu until after it's done that. Alright, we'll get back to the bottom of the hill here, and then we'll send her out. It's definitely gonna see. And again, like I said, people have said how, oh well, rolling it over and over doesn't make any difference. Well, every one of you guys has seen how gigantic those ridges were. And I've only given them 3 passes each on low gear. Yeah, they're still there. But they're considerably smaller. Now, if I felt like taking the time and running up and down this road a million times, which would not be very good content, I could get them perfectly flat. But that would not be very exciting. That's the kind of thing you do on your own time. Yeah, way smaller. Way smaller. I could spend a lot more time on that, but I'm not going to. open that one. And we are going to make some adjustments. We're going to delete that waypoint. We are going to delete that waypoint. And we are going to add one there. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good-ish. There. That over a little bit. See, that would have been way too far outside. So that one. And those should all be good. So let's dispatch our vehicles again. Now we know that guy's gonna make it. See, I may have to adjust that because they do cut the corner. Oh no, perfect, perfect. Hydrate, guys. We got them. We got them. We get them. Doing shaders for Enshrouded and D2 now. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. That's the way that's done. Don't ask me why the doors are staying open on it. Maybe they'll close after the route's completed. Alright. We'll see if they close after this last truck gets in there. It's just weird that they're staying open. Alright, there's our tower. Goal complete. Static.
Well done. The first tower is up and running. The others won't be such an easy fix, though. Repairing the others is something our workshop just can't do. Making high-tech equipment is a bit harder than welding a few steel beams together, after all. Still, the plan is already in place. Just gather enough resources. That should count as environmental credit or something with HQ. They say we can get new equipment in exchange for just that. Convenient, right?
Well, very convenient, Kelly. Very convenient. Okay. Connect electricity from the western tower, which is basically from here to here. However, that means we need... Where's he at? There he is. And we can go to the Highland base. Why is he so far away? He shouldn't be that far away. Come on, man. You can drive faster than that. Tell me your A's off is slower than my tractor? Blow out here. He's driving fast, so I went ahead and pass him. the road that I want. Next road, little dirt path down here. Somewhere in here. So we're going to place a marker there for our start point. And then we're going to place a marker here where we're going to turn up, cut through the middle. This guy out to the side, under the towers. I think I'm up to this still. Yes, I am. Going out to the side of the road, under the towers. Not that we ever have to go down this road any after this. Little free work. There's the direction going up there. No infrastructure requests at this time. Objectives. No side objectives. Gather resources for unopened. 8 logs brought to the zone, 10 beams, and 4 slabs. We have all of these items in storage. So what we need is a truck to tote them all. Zone is over half. Okay, vehicles. Slabs, then reload beams, then reload logs. force lines. Busy area. Trucks coming and going. Resource 10 beans. get everything all in one load. We're gonna try though. We don't have to go that far with it. Down to the steel facility. Started getting 8 logs on top of this pile. Tell you what, Chad, I'll leave it up to you guys. You want to put 8 logs on top of here, or do you want to make another trip? Logs may not sit so good. Oh, this is a neighborhood. Going up, going up. Try all of them. Gaming. Like number 7? Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Alright, we're going to see if we can get all 8 of these logs on top of this pile. They're not picky about big logs or little logs. Some of them get kind of snarky. It looks like a lot. Yep. There's half the logs. go. Here we go. Like doors, it's gonna be a full load. Get past that. One sticking up. One more. One more. We're going to go through every one before we get to it. See, my money's on that. Go. Loaded. That's a load. Come on, get your mule out of the way. Waiting on you. Now the key is getting there without wrecking. Because we got traffic everywhere today. Turning anyhow, buddy. Still think this is probably the best road I've done on this map yet. Up to 144,000. All right. Let's complete this one, shall we? Objectives. Okay. All right. Another 10,700.
Good job collecting all those resources. I'm sure they'll all be properly used in construction and not end up in a dump somewhere. Well, you've got enough for us to exchange for brand spanking new tower parts, which is all that matters. All that's left is to send them to HQ in a convoy. Should be easy, right?
Sure. Hence the arranging delivery to the Eastern Tunnel. Now, herein lies the problem with the Eastern Tunnel. Bridge is out. And can't remember exactly where it's from. I think it actually comes out of here. It's just a quick little thing. So we need a road. We need a bridge. Amanda Amazing, hello. Oh, that's the wrong bridge. That bridge. Thought that looked a little narrow. Okay, so gotta start that back here a little bit. There we go. So we need 5 slabs to bring over there. Okay. Let's go get 5 slabs. Let's see if I can turn this speaker away a little bit. Okay. And 5. See, R3 is not used at all in training actions. They could have made the R3 the strap car mode. Allow you to strap on strap car mode. Maybe we would have it strapped in and strapping all the time on the car mode. Better wave high to her speed. You'd be in trouble. Oh, flipping truck's over. at the beginning of this, I believe there were 4 side objectives. I think only 4 main objectives and only a couple of infrastructure requests left to complete. We'll have to check it out at the end and we'll see where we're at. Hydrate. Got him? Got him. Get him. It's the rules. Streamlabs said so. Crazy that I've gotten this far and the only base I have open is that one. Somehow I feel like the stats are off. There's 2 other bases that haven't been opened yet. Okay. Yep. There to there. So yeah, I use the tips of the arrows for positioning in the road. Put those on the edge of the road and you're pretty good. If you can go a fairly long stretch in between your points, is even better. Now, the guardrail that you can't see when you're doing it can throw you off a bit. If you can't see that guardrail from the map view. So sometimes you might be a little too close to it or whatever and have to adjust fire. Looks like we got it pretty good here. towards the middle of the road over here for the bridge. And then they'll drift right back into their own lane. Golden. Waiting for that guy. As the hissing and crackling subside, since dormant towers reaching out into the world, the need for connection, so often taken for granted, now returns. All thanks to you. I mean, I tell you, the new car definitely made the water in that look a lot better, didn't it? Look at the ripples in the water. That's just gorgeous.
Now that we have the tower parts, it's time to put them to good use and get these comms towers going. First one is the Western Radio Tower near Reedwood Bay, famous for its reeds. And wood. I'm sure it's a charming resort. All it needs is a convoy with power parts from the port, and then make sure the tower is connected to the nearest power station. Next one on the list is the Northern Radio Tower. You know what? It's quite close to the concrete plant, so you'll have no trouble finding it. All you need to do is send over a convoy of tower parts from the transit point. And last but not least, the Central Radio Tower. There's a piece of construction that needs transporting from the transit point to the tower, and that's all 3 towers. Go get 'em, Tiger.
Plot the route from the transit point to the Northern Radio Tower. That transit point and Northern Radio Tower, which comes all the way around here, down here, across here. You gotta build that bridge, fix all of this road, and transit point. So, there's that. However, possibly, I did not try this before, we could probably get away with shortcutting through this guy's backyard, build a bridge across here. Sam's a good boy. He needs a Happy Meal. Yeah, he's a very good boy. He gets his Happy Meals on Saturdays. He's down here laying at my feet. Let's see now. Bridge-wise, if we build a bridge, we come out of this guy's backyard, say from about here. See, there's tree stumps, but we can take care of those. To there. Then we're already paved up here. We just come around here, cut through his backyard, hit the bridge. Sand and pave this. Connect us to the road. RDJ, hello there. Welcome in. And head on up around. It's a lot shorter than what I did before, because before we paved all of this, built this little bridge here, and came around. I think that's what we're gonna have. 9 slabs. Got 16 in storage. I need 9 of them. Okay, well. Now, the essential one is deliver a vehicle. That gets us a garage over on this side. So let's do that. Vehicle is up there. Now the tricky part on that route will be the head-on traffic across this bridge. Range. Spin out. Let gravity be our friend. Maybe. Now, the unfortunate thing about my headset having failed me, I don't have the chime going off in my ear currently. So I apologize if I miss anything in chat. Hopefully I will be able to figure out why the Bluetooth stopped working. Start that stuff with me now. Really? Play no game. What we're gonna have to do is maybe hit her on an angle. Come on. No diff lock, so. Gotta get creative. Everybody picks on my wide roads. Wide road, give me enough room, back up onto it, and turn the truck around afterwards. Creative. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the actual overall problem here is, but I'll do a little troubleshooting afterwards and try to figure it out. Yeah, no clue. Join the club there, RDJ. Join the club. I don't know. It might be a matter of just unplugging it. The Bluetooth is just like a little USB nano connector, so it might be a matter of unplugging that and plugging it back in. I don't know yet. Look at that, see? No all-wheel drive, no diff lock. We made it happen. There we go. Well, I can't remember what else we needed to do to get this garage. So I still have no side objectives. Might just be that we have to finish this completely before we get it. Western Tower, bring objects into the zone. Objects pick up there and there and go over to there. Okay. Well, guys, that will be a mission for next time around. We are going to go ahead and call it a stream right here, and I'd like to say thank you all for watching. And if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, please feel free to share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. RDJ is going to play some Windrose, so if you guys want to see some Windrose, go over there and watch RDJ. Check him out, Laid Back Gaming. Tomorrow evening will be Last Caretaker for me, and then Thursday we will be back here for some more Roadcraft, and Friday some more Season Reversal. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to try to figure out the Bluetooth problem, and with that, we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Been a wild little ride here tonight, laughing along under that blue light. From the first hello to the last GG, y'all been sitting right here next to me. The stream is ending, but it ain't goodbye. We'll fire it back up on another night. So hit that follow, keep your boots by the room. The stream is ending, hit X game and we'll see you soon. Yeah, the stream is ending, hit X game and we'll see you soon. From the clutch plays down to every small fail, you were right there raising all that hell. The chat rolling fast like a hometown creek. Can't wait to do it all again next week.